Hello friends, Jennifer Pearson here. This is the other deck that I got for myself from my Amazon wish list. This is a very funky, most people would say, it's not a tarot deck. There are some cards that resemble tarot cards, but it's, I think, an 80 card deck, and was it originally published? What does it say? It has information about the deck on the side. Originally published in 1970. Morgan's Tarot makes a comeback with its retro black and white images and new age messages inspired by 60s counterculture philosophy. Yeah. Oh, it's 88 cards. This unique 88 card deck departs from the structure of traditional tarot with images and insights that can be enjoyed in any order. So on the back it says love is God, as well as having some sacred geometry. The guidebook is fairly simple. So you have, for example, the blank card. Then you have a couple of paragraphs. Then you have what are you feeling now? That's a card. And it has, you know, a couple of paragraphs. Drink gold. A couple of paragraphs. Grass has only one sentence. So, and it's cheeky. Like grass says an herb smoked by lower class Hindus is all it says. So I don't think this was in print when I first saw it. But I'm glad it did come into print again. And let me see. What does it say for this printing? Well, 2009. So yes, it would have been. Because it was only within the last year or two that I came across it on somebody else's channel. And it's totally funky. So yeah, they're just these little sketchy type drawings. Your mission is not yet complete. There are no mistakes. There might be more than one card that says that. Passion. Now how this is passion? Well, there's passion here. It says lust here. And it looks like this car has just turned around to go to lust. Does it say anything? I don't know if I still have this in order. The guidebook doesn't seem to have any order whatsoever either, so I won't look for lust and try to help you out, or help me out. To me, this deck goes right along with the Tantric Dakini Oracle. Is that what I have? The Tantric or Sacred? It's Tantric. Tantric Dakini, Sacred Dakini, either way. In terms of just being weird, a timepiece in many ways, or how would I say, a product of its time. And I just like it because it's to me it's kind of unpredictable and far out. You wouldn't know what you were going to get from this deck. And it is very wordy, like this. It is not what you do that counts. It is where your head is at. You have off and on the person's head. Go ahead, on. Do it now. I think I'll make a Buddha. Keep up the good work. Who am I? There's actually a very long section in the little guidebook about that. Whatever's right. Do not meddle in the affairs of wizards, for they are subtle and quick to anger. Think about it for a while. I still don't understand. Don't worry, you can do no wrong. And then a bunch of ha ha ho ho he he's. Someone is laughing at you. The one. Mind is rootless and foundationless. Mind. Rebirth. Death. So it's a reversible card. Heavy. Freak. Be careful going around curves. Somewhere there is an energy leak. So this is a pipe that is cracked here, and you've got heart energy leaking out. Other people have said, why not the 8 ball? But this is the 6 ball. It looks like it's about to go into a hole here. The Virgin Sun Queen. Not sure what that refers to. No trips without a tripper. The trip. The path. I looked at the start and end, and I looked all over. I like mazes like this. And I could find, there was no way. This is not a solvable way. If you begin at this place where they're telling you to start, there's no way to get to that end. If I'm wrong, if anybody's watching this that has the Morgan's Tarot, please tell me. But I looked and I didn't see a way. There's the blank card. And you're not, I don't think you're supposed to fill in this card. Like some decks will provide blanks for you to, for example, in the medicine cards, I think, you know, you could write your own animal if there's a particular animal that you're attached to that is not included in the deck. No, I think this is intended to remain blank. What are you feeling now? Drink gold. What's happening? There's the grass. And there I was, surrounded. You know, and they can be provocative images too, because surrounded by something that looks exactly like yourself. So that's a weird sort of a message. There is nothing you can do. Again, I would have to think about that with him actually doing something to separate the parts of the yin and yang. But maybe they're saying even if you separate this, you still have a little bit of it there. Awake, alarm, who is watching the cosmic drama? You are experiencing an illegitimate feeling. Mushroom. Down home funk. Nobody here but us folk. Can't remember. Up. Well, this is obviously glob. Rains. This, I think there's up here. Upon my glob. I don't know. Or what was it I was doing a minute ago? Yesterday's truth. Your doubt is your faith, if necessary. If necessary, your particular case, perhaps. Doubt. Yes, I was doubting as I was reading. This may not be a perfect circle, but it is a perfect whatever it is. And there's the Boo card. Drug dragged. power, flower power. You are a pawn. As above, so below. Maya, the field of the Lord. You know, the cradle, and then there's disability. I don't know if that's supposed to just represent old age back in that time, perhaps. And it's hard to say if this is, you know, what's rising and what's setting there. The dream. You are our God, which again the back says God, love is God. So that heart. Do wacky do. Hand. Fido, it's a dog eat dog food world. And ignore the preceding. Far out. Eternal bliss. Stop. Not unfolding the way it should. The universe. Door to Akashic records. There is no you. From here on in, it's nothing but a downhill run. What does it say? Await further orders, in perpetuity. And this symbol, and I think this is a Buddhist symbol. I can't remember. Anyway, speed. If there is a judge, you are it. Judge. There are no others. Apparently there are no others like you. Insignificant change. Wait. So instead of the hourglass being either up or down, it's on its side, stopping the sands. I think in the guidebook they call this the robot. Forget T, which would then, if you were to forget T, you would have forge. And here we have forget it. So we're missing the I here. I'm not sure exactly what to make out of that. The war has reached a critical point between Atlantis and Mu. I come from a different planet. Tomato, potato, eggplant. I believe those are all... Oh, I'm not going to remember the name of it. Nightshade plants. Baba. Another circle. This is central headquarters. The valley. The valley is Highway 9. There's a 9 for the highway sign. Does consciousness ring a bell? Consciousness. Messages for Monday. Let George do it. Love. Pigs and fishes. Not sure what that's supposed to refer to. Surround you. Tee hee ha ha. Try to relax. Always remember this. And then wordless. So, yeah, a very funky deck. I'm going to pull some cards. Oh, one flipped over for me that says, do it now. It might be referring to food because I'm hungry. I might be saying, do it now. Let's see what happens when we put a set of these cards together in a row. Does it make any sense whatsoever? Oh, of course I get the glob. Certainly I feel like glob rains and I come from a different planet. Kind of are on a common theme there. I'm going to see if I can find the glob in the guidebook. But I'll give you the other. I found Do It Now, and it says, just do it. Awareness comes only in the reality of experience. Still looking for the glob. Here it is. Oh, it's slimy. It looks like a pond to me. It's somehow there is slimy up here. Can I see it? I see the MY. I. Oh, there's the S. All right, I can kind of see it, although it's got an errant space right there. Unless that's supposed to be the eye or part of the eye. It's the dot of the eye. All right. So SLIMY, slimy glob rains. So it says, perhaps you need to clean up your act. This card has almost no redeeming features. So I see this as faced with a slimy situation. And so to do it now, to move on, I come from a different planet. To me, it's like move on to something that's more you. To leave behind other people's messes. I'm just going to see if we can find that last card. I come from a different planet. Psychologically, this card might express the individual's feeling of alienation or separation from the environment. In reality, of course, having come from Arcantmycin, the 16th planet in the Wycloxian systems of Andromeda, you are having great difficulty acting like an earthling, especially since your memory was wiped out at birth and you don't realize you're an alien. Still, knowledge of your origin might enable you to adapt to the ways of the natives. Goodness. Anyway, I could go places with that, but I'm not going to. This is Morgan's Tarot, for anybody who hasn't experienced it before. I do find that fairly readable. I'm not sure how far I could go with it. If I could go with a 9-card spread or something. I find the images and the words that are on the cards understandable. And I think that you could, even if you couldn't, say, give a super specific reading, if certain things came up. I'm just playing around here. So I got from here on, it is nothing but a downhill run, not unfolding the way it should. There is no you, stop, Akashic records, and eternal bliss. So if I were to combine those things, I would say that this means, these two cards together essentially mean that if I just accepted more who I am in my own path, things would go more there is no you with door to the Akashic Records kind of means, kind of similar to this actually, in the sense of, you know, you are your history. That's what I think of the Akashic Records as being. Human history. To acknowledge that might be healthy at this point. Again, these two just mean move on from messes. So then we have not unfolding the way it should, and then the stop sign. So that clearly means to pause for a second. But we have the last card is Eternal Bliss. You know, so hey, stopping for some bliss. You know, stop, acknowledge that something isn't working and instead seek your bliss. So I think it might be a more usable deck than it seems to just go through it and see that it's kind of funky, weird. But I can see how that would be a message. For some reason, I could see this as using this, like doing a Lenormand Grand Tableau, which is very, usually would be more down to earth and directive. This is happening, this could happen, these things are in alignment, etc. And then, you know, take away all of the Lenormand and do this kind of thing for another message. Yeah. So, again, it might be more usable than I thought, but I've been wanting actually to, for whatever reason, right? Deck collector-itis, a black and white deck. So now I've got a black and white deck, and I've got another funky deck from that has a 60s, 70s feel. I don't know if the Tantric Dakini, I can't remember where it was. It might not have been the 70s. Do I have the book here? Let me see what it says from the. This is the Tantric Dakini, if you're not remembering what I'm referring to. I'm just looking for 1979. I thought it was edging on the 80s. But anyway, that would be a crazy pair to combine for sure in a reading. So there we go. Again, the Morgan's Tarot. And I don't remember how much it was, but it, you know, it's the price. It's kind of a standard price for a tarot deck. And I'm so glad to have had a chance to get a hold of it. So yeah, there we go. And I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.